Hey guys, today is a sad day. We are marking the end of an era. Yes, the rumors are true. Biologique P50 1970 is being discontinued. And if you followed along for a little while, you've seen this particular product in my AM routine. You have seen me use it countless times here on this channel. It is truly one of those things that is kind of integral to my personal routine. What it is, in case you're not familiar, is it's an exfoliating toner, but it is very, very special. It's one of those products that is iconic. Now, the version that is getting discontinued happens to be the version that I use. It is the P50 1970 or P50V 1970. Anything with the 1970 is what is getting discontinued, and it's getting discontinued because of its inclusion of the ingredient phenol. You will see online phenol peels where people will go and they have to be under like medical supervision while they get an intense phenol peel, and they will go from literally they will rewind the clock like 25 years, but they take their life into their hands getting this phenol peel because it can have systemic effects like on your heart and stuff like that. You have to be on a heart monitor. I mean, it's crazy. The phenol that is in the P50 1970, same phenol, but in this tiny of a dose, of course, so that you can use it as an everyday peel in your skincare routine, and the effects are incredible. For over 50 years, this unique formula has transformed so many people's skin with its ability to exfoliate, rebalance, to refine their skin, to give a glow. It's an incredible product that is like nothing else on the market. So Biologique Recherche is a French product line, and it was founded in the late 1970s by the Alouche family. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing that. A biologist, a physiotherapist, and a doctor who were focused on creating products with highly active, concentrated ingredients and minimal fillers. P50 1970 was one of their first creations, and it was the most groundbreaking of all of their formulations in the early days. It was often dubbed a facial in a bottle because of its ability to truly transform the skin in about 50 days. So basically people would use P50, and at about the 2-month mark, they would notice that their skin looked more refined, it was more glowy, the texture was improved, hyperpigmentation was improved. It really truly was like having the ability at home to gently, day by day, resurface your skin and reveal a fresher look. So this particular product is getting discontinued. The good news is this. Number one, it's still on the shelves right now. You can still order it right now, and its expiration date is down the line just a little bit, the batch that's out now. So if you're like me, you're going to order some backups that'll be good for a little while. So there's that to begin with. Number two, there are really some excellent options that exist. And the bright side of all of it is those excellent options are a lot more affordable than our P50 1970. The P50 1970 that I use, I'm not kidding you guys, and I have it in travel size. This one is $138 that I happily paid because it was a facial in a bottle, as they say. It's absolutely a glorious product that did last quite a long time, but we can find some alternatives that are quite a bit more affordable, and I do think that we are going to find them to be pretty dang effective. My first alternative is going to be the Eadem. This is their Cashmere peel. Now this one is lactic acid. It's also polyhydroxy acid. It has citric acid, and then it has in it azelaic acid. So obviously it's not exactly the same as the P50, but in relation to the lactic, which that's the number one for me, and then all the supporting characters in there, this is an absolutely excellent daily toner, or maybe 5 days a week kind of thing. And also with the addition of the azelaic acid, you're going to help with redness, you're going to help with inflammation, stuff like that. So that's actually a really beautiful addition to lactic acid. I think that it's just a great formula. The reviews are incredible. When I look, because I always have to look at reviews when I am looking at new products, I mean, people are saying that they can see the brightening effect after very early in their applications. Like they can start to see it brightening. People are saying that it leaves your skin so hydrated, it works, it lasts a long time, a little bit goes a long way. Really, the reviews sound so much like the way that people talk about P50 1970. So this is definitely the Eadem Cashmere Peel. Also, you guys, it is 5.07 ounces and it's $42. So if you compare that to the 8.3 or 4 ounces in the P50 for $138, you get quite a bit more per ounce. You get a lot more for your money. A lot more for your money with the Eadem anyway. So it's kind of the silver lining. That's how I'm trying to really bright side this situation, is that now my skincare budget is going to be a lot happier with me with products that are a lot more affordable than the P50 1970. Okay, so that is the Eadem Cashmere Peel. This is going to be over on the blog, and I'm going to have head-to-head the comparison of the Eadem Cashmere Peel to P50 1970. So you can see where they're the same, where they differ, who might want this one that liked this one, you know, stuff like that. So it should be really helpful for you to determine between these alternatives that I'm about to present to you further. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is a Microdelivery from Philosophy. And I have to tell you that this is a brand that I usually completely overlook these days. It's one of those that I liked back when I didn't know much about skincare, and now I'm kind of like, But in my search for a really good alternative to the lotion P50 1970, this came up, and I do think that it is a very valuable option, especially for people who have more sensitive skin, but they want a similar type situation. They want a more daily toner. Now this does have niacinamide, it has glycolic acid, it has lactic acid, it has a citric acid, it also has some other brightening ingredients. It has a vitamin C derivative in it, and then it has a bunch of humectants. So this is going to be your gentle version of P50 1970. So it's not going to be as potent, but it is a similar kind of concoction without the phenol, of course, but it's going to be best for people with a little bit more sensitive skin, in my opinion. Now, again, this will be head-to-head on the blog so that you can really look and compare. Even at $45 for 5 ounces, it's far more affordable than the Biologique Resurfacing P50 1970 at $138 for 8 ounces. So that's a plus again. So that is the Resurfacing solution from Philosophy in their Microdelivery range. I wanted to find a budget-friendly option. I'm talking like super budget-friendly. And of course, I didn't want to leave this one out because this is a newer launch, and it's an interesting alternative. It is the PreQuel Multi-Acid Milk Peel AHA Exfoliating Solution. So this is the newest launch from PreQuel, and it's very interesting. Honestly, it's probably a little bit more potent than a lot of the P50 range because it is a 15% glycolic acid solution. So this is going to be one of those that is for people with really hardy skin that really use that P50 and it was like nothing to them, and they want a very strong toner. Now this one has glycolic acid, but it also has a bunch of other alpha hydroxy acids in it. It has glycolic in there. It has malic. It has lactic acid. It has mandelic acid. It also has some enzymes in there. But this is going to be your potent formula that, like I said, is for people with super hardy skin or somebody who maybe doesn't want to exfoliate every day. Maybe you used your P50 1970 just 2 or 3 times a week. This might be a good swap for that, to use 2 or 3 times a week, because this is definitely, of all of the options that I'm showing you today, in my opinion, this one looks like it's going to be the most potent and for the most resilient skin. Again, this will be head to head on the blog so that you can compare and contrast to the P50 1970, and you can really take a deep dive into this little guy and see what it's all about and if it's right for you. The nice thing is that it is 7.4 ounces and it's $23. So before any kind of discounts when they run sales, which they do every so often, it is incredibly affordable. 7.4 ounces is clearly almost as big as 8.4 ounces. It's 1 ounce shy, and it is literally what, a sixth of the cost. The cool thing about PreQuel too is that it's so big that you could use this on your body. You could use it on your décolleté, you could use it on your arms, you could use it for keratosis pilaris, maybe on the front of your thighs. I mean, it's giant and it's affordable. So this is a very, very interesting concoction. But again, I think it's for people with resilient skin when we're talking about using it on your face. I'm probably going to use this mostly on my body because in the P50 1970, to me, the star is that it's phenol and lactic acid. But I wanted to include this because I think it's a budget option. The next one is going to be kind of the other end of the scale, and this is the PCA Skin. This is their smoothing toner. Now this is lactic acid forward, so this is a lactic acid toner, and then the next ingredient after that is citric acid. So we got 2 exfoliating alpha hydroxy acids, very, right up there at the very beginning of the deck. That's their main focus. This has some other ingredients in there that are going to be soothing to the skin. It has glycerin and it has, I think, cucumber, some stuff like that. But this is going to be, in my opinion, probably the best for that mature dry skin, that dehydrated skin, if you have crepey skin, if you just really want to feed a humectant that also does some really great exfoliating, this might be a really good option for you. Now this one comes in at 7 ounces, so it's a large bottle, and it is $48. So again, you get almost the same amount, and it's about a third the cost-ish from the Biologique. So again, I feel like the silver lining to this whole story is that we're all going to be able to find a really great alternative to this one that's being discontinued, and no doubt it's going to be less expensive. I'm going to leave it there because I think that you can go over to the blog. There will be a few more options over there where you will see them head to head with the P50 1970 so that you can make a really great educated decision on what your next step will be. I will again link down below where you can still get your P50 1970 with an expiration date down the line, just a little bit, and then I will list the alternatives, but please do check out that blog. I think that it'll be really super helpful for you to make the best decision for your skin so that you don't weed through them, you let me weed through them and help you choose the best one for your budget, for your skin, for your routine, and going forward, what you're gonna do instead of your Biologique P50 1970. And if you never used P50 1970, but you want to incorporate a great exfoliating toner into your skincare routine like I do in my AM routine, this will be a great way for you to find one that is really, really good, because this was a labor of love looking for the best acid toners that are on the market today. So definitely check out that blog. If you want to check out my AM routine, I'm gonna link it right here. You can watch that next. You will see me using the P50 1970 and you will know what you can use instead in that routine. I hope you have the most wonderful day. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.